Happy Slursday, everyone. Today we're going to be looking at some furious beats from the east side of Michigan. Check it out.
No idea. No idea.
So this is an excerpt from the closer of Eastside Fury's 2012 show called No Strings Attached. And a little fun fact, this is also the same show where that music loop at the beginning of every Slursday comes from. Unfortunately, that got taken out early season, and well, I'm not still sad about that. Anyway, sorry about that. So the main thing we're going to be breaking down is that septuplet over the quarter note triplet that you kind of see circled in red there. So to start, this is how those two beats look when they're not slurred. You essentially have the classic first and third partial accents of a triplet followed by a 7-stroke roll. Kind of sounds like this. All right, so fairly standard there. So you can essentially rewrite that same pattern using a quarter note triplet subdivision, and this is basically what I had to do in order to create that slurred rudiment, and I'll kind of explain that here in a second. So you can see there that those first two accents land at the same time as the first two notes of the quarter note triplet. So you can kind of see the quarter note triplet written under there in a second voice there. You can kind of see how those line up. So what I did was I kind of rewrote this whole pattern using the quarter note triplet as the basis. And in the final product, you can kind of see that I included the ratio and note value just to add that extra detail so that whomever's playing the part knows that it's over the quarter note triplet. So if I would have just put a 3 above there, it can become a little ambiguous regarding what the 3 stands for. So I thought it'd be good to make that as clear as possible. So in order to slur that rhythm, I essentially have to take that second accent and those 3 sets of double strokes and spread them out evenly over those 2 quarter note triplets. So this kind of eliminates that tap space and makes a completely even rhythm throughout. So instead of this really square triplet roll pattern, I'll play it again, we get this cool sort of pattern where the second accent kind of just falls into the roll and kind of moves things along. So it gets this sort of so it's very subtle, but it creates this sort of like agitato to the phrase, which I thought was really cool. So I hope you'd enjoyed it, and if you want to take a listen again, check it out. Before I go, I just want to give a quick shout out to those Eastside Fury guys, staff and members who have made that season possible. It was my first year writing for World Class, and I had a blast writing some of these slurred rhythms and things like that. So shout out to you guys. Also shout out to, I believe it's pronounced Inevitable Snipe is the YouTube channel that that lot video is shot from. So I included a link to that full video in the description, and thanks Inevitable Snipe, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, for shooting that lot footage, and so we can use that to do this Slursday. So have a good one. We'll see you next week. Happy Slursday.